Trump wounded at rally in assassination attempt. Gunman killed. Gunman identified as Thomas Matthew Crooks. The man who shot former President Donald Trump at a Pennsylvania political rally has been identified as Thomas Matthew Crooks. The FBI has identified Thomas Matthew Crooks, 20, of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, as the subject involved in the assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump on July 13. In Butler, Pennsylvania, the Bureau cited a statement. This remains an active and ongoing investigation, and anyone with information that may assist with the investigation is encouraged to submit photos or videos online at fbi.gov/Butler or call 1-800-AL-FBI. Crooks was killed by law enforcement officials moments after he opened fire. Crooks was registered as a Republican and was in active voting status, according to the database service LexisNexis. He appears to have attended Bethel Park High School, graduating in 2022. FBI says it is almost ready to identify shooter. Rojic, a special agent in charge of the FBI's Pittsburgh field office, said the Bureau isn't prepared to identify the shooter just yet. We are close to that identification, and as soon as we are 100% confident in who that individual is, we will share it, he said. With that being said also, we do not currently have an identified motive, although our investigators are working tirelessly to attempt to identify what that motive was, Rojic added. White House. Biden speaks to Trump after shooting a rally. Joe Biden spoke to Donald Trump Saturday night after Trump was attacked at a rally in Pennsylvania. Biden told reporters he had tried to call Trump, but the former president was with his doctors. A White House official said later that Biden spoke to Trump, Pennsylvania Gov. Josh Shapiro, and Bob Dandoy, the mayor of Butler, Pennsylvania, where the rally was held. No details of the conversation were disclosed. After his release from the hospital, Trump traveled back to New Jersey, where he has a home. Television cameras filmed the Trump plane landing in Newark late Saturday. The former president is still scheduled to fly Sunday to Milwaukee, site of next week's Republican nominating convention. But it is not known whether Trump will stick to the schedule in light of the shooting. Law enforcement recovered AR-style rifle, reports. Law enforcement recovered an AR-style rifle from the scene of the shooting at Trump's Pennsylvania political rally, according to reports from the Associated Press and the New York Times. The AP cited a source familiar with the matter who wasn't authorized to discuss investigation details. The New York Times cited 2 law enforcement officials. Somebody failed. A former Justice Department official and Trump legal aide called out the Secret Service after the close call in Pennsylvania on Saturday. A sick person on a roof with a rifle shoots at the former president and misses, killing him by an absolute quirk of fate, said Mark Corallo. He turned his head a millimeter, and instead of it going through his brain, the shot glanced off his ear. A guy on a roof with a rifle. That's a security failure, said Corallo, who was a Justice Department spokesman in the early 2000s and later served as spokesman for Trump's legal team. The job of the protective detail is to protect the president. Somebody failed. Donald Trump got shot, and it is as dark a day for America as I can remember. Biden returning to White House after attack on Trump. President Joe Biden is cutting his weekend trip to Delaware short and heading back to the White House following the attack on Donald Trump at a rally in Pennsylvania. Biden was scheduled to spend the weekend at his beach house in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, and then travel Monday to Texas to deliver a speech on civil rights and democracy at the LBJ Presidential Library in Austin. Biden will now travel back to the White House on Saturday night. FBI taking lead role in investigation after shooting at Trump rally, asked for tips. The FBI is assuming the role as lead federal law enforcement agency in the investigation of the shooting at Trump's Pennsylvania political rally, the Bureau said in a statement late Saturday. Special agents from the Bureau's Pittsburgh field office responded immediately to the incident, including members of its crisis response team as well as evidence response technicians, the Bureau said. The Bureau asked anyone with information that could help the investigation to call its tip line at 1-800-CHAL-FBI. Merrick Garland denounces shooting as attack on our democracy. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland said in a statement that he had been briefed on the shooting at the Trump rally, and several segments of federal law enforcement, including the FBI, are working with the Secret Service and local law enforcement.